Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts.
Hey everybody, that's Keith. Das is Dustin.
Yeah, I don't know German.
Das ist gut, yeah?
Sure.
I don't know either. But we have a German bribe.
We do. We have a bottle of cat.
Meow.
That's what it says, cat.
Meow.
She's probably never heard that before.
Wouldn't that be Chinese? Sorry. We got a bribe from Cat. Cat, thank you. We have a Beverbach.
Let me see that. No, hand me the damn bottle.
What do you want?
There.
Oh my god, who's OCD now? This guy. With a little tape on the top. He's freaking out over here.
It's Beverbach?
Beverbach.
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 Okay. I have no idea what that is. Is anything in the label on the label in English?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Craft beer cask finish.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Single malt German whiskey.
Okay, so a single malt, excuse me, finished in beer casks. All right.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we'll get into that when we get into the whiskey. What song did Cat want with this whiskey?
So Cat wants something from George Strait here.
Oh, the king himself.
The king, yeah.
But first of all, real quick, Cat, you're awesome.
Well, yeah.
Because Cat gets us bourbon or whiskey or whatever it is with a bunch of amazing other things in the box.
Uh-huh.
You're...
It's like Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Every time a bribe shows up from Cat, it's like Christmas around here.
Yes.
And the women are all gleeful.
Yep. So thank you.
Yeah. You've made many Americans happy with your bribes. So, all right. So George Strait, I Can Still Make Cheyenne.
Okay.
So there were a few versions of this out there on YouTube, and I've intentionally grabbed a live version. I just tend to feel like I get a better understanding of an artist when we watch them live.
It's George Strait,
So yeah, it's probably going to be awesome. I mean, all of his stuff is so far.
So far, have we had a bad one?
It's starting to seem like you just can't go wrong with George Strait. So all right, let's check it out.
Her telephone rang about 9:15.
God, he can
She
sing.
heard his voice on the other end of the line. She wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his cause might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long. Never got a chance to ride her call. And I know this rodeo's been hard on us all, but I'll be home soon.
I'll back this up.
It's a rodeo song.
I'm hearing something unusual. So that I can hear string buzz on the acoustic guitar player's guitar.
On his?
He's not even playing. He's just holding the guitar.
Okay.
So whoever's playing acoustic for him, I can hear string buzz. What that means is the guy has, so there's a concept on a guitar called an action. So if you've got the fretboard across here, the strings can be kind of high or they can be kind of low. Now guitar players like the strings very low as they can get them, because it makes you faster.
Oh.
You don't have to press as far or hard.
Is that controlled mainly by the bridge?
By the bridge is, usually the rear bridge, and you can cause a guitar neck to bow either direction with this big screw that's in it.
Okay.
Runs all the way down the neck.
Gotcha.
When a guitar player's strings are too low, they buzz.
Ah.
So I'm hearing, and what a weird nit to pick, right?
This guy. Only him.
Yeah. Probably the first reactor, I'm sure, to ever go, there's string buzz on that. I'll back this up.
He's a nerd.
I am really enjoying this song telling a story. And George just pulls you in. And suddenly, you're just in the story. You're forgetting there's a guy singing it.
I didn't even hear the guitar.
Right?
Yeah.
All alone, didn't make the short go again, and now I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long. Never got a chance to ride or call. I know this rodeo's been hard on a song, but I'll be home soon. And honey, is there something wrong? She said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and he sure ain't no rodeo man.
Damn. That took a turn.
He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss.
Damn.
But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. You gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne.
Rodeo in Cheyenne.
A rodeo in Cheyenne?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He left that phone dangling off the hook and slowly turned around and gave it one last look. And then he just walked away. He aimed his truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, he could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, you could still hear her say, she said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind.
Rodeo man's gonna rodeo.
So, I absolutely get why this guy's the king. But I'm starting to wonder if for a whole generation, he defined what country music should sound like.
Huh.
I mean, how quintessential country
Was that?
was that?
Yeah. That's interesting. And anything not like that ain't country music to a generation.
For a whole generation, right?
I can see that.
I mean, obviously, a stellar vocal performance. The guy, it sung effortlessly.
Yeah.
And not a super technical song, either vocally or musically.
That was good.
But it pulled you into that story so well.
Vividly.
Like, yeah, it was absolutely painting vivid pictures in my mind. I visualized that phone hanging there like at a payphone
Yep.
from back in the day.
That's right.
There used to be these things, boys and girls,
Yeah, you
called
put-
payphones.
At one point in time, you were able to put nickels and dimes in them.
You could put-
Eventually, you had to put quarters.
Yeah, and then because the crack dealers used them all the time, they ripped them all out.
Was that why?
Yeah,
Really?
they're drug dealing off the phones.
Interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Black receiver, little blue.
silver braided cord.
Yep, with blue connectors on either side.
Yep. Yeah,
What they say, AT&T on them or Bell?
depending on where you were in the country.
Yeah.
They all said Bell before the breakup. Man,
Right.
now we're getting into technical history, right? Yeah. When the bells, then the baby
But
bells.
you could see it. You could see the phone. Based on, and he didn't say anything about the phone, but
Well, he
it
did say it
dangling
was
there.
dangling there, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you can see it in your mind. So, I love you, Cat, but this whiskey's terrible.
it's weird.
I
Try it again. I know.
don't want to.
It's weird. I love you,
I don't
Kat.
even know what it smells like.
It smells like beer.
It kind of does smell like beer.
Actually, it smells like... No, it does not.
Skunky beer.
Yes, it smells like skunky beer and tires.
Yes. It kind of tastes like skunky beer and tires. Yeah. I don't want to drink any more of that.
It's doing something... It's not terrible.
I kind of think it is.
There are some flavors in it that are very unique.
Oh, definitely unique.
But it does kind of finish with old beer and tires.
Yeah.
Like stale beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you pick up that can and you're like, the next day, you're like, oh, I'm going to finish this off. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's gross.
And maybe with some ashes in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a vivid picture. And you're not wrong. So let's talk a little bit about this. So it says it's original from field to glass,
Okay.
like everything else.
Farm to table.
Right. Same
Whatever.
different. Whiskey from the Hardenberg estate. This crafted single malt has been respectfully matured in Kentucky bourbon casks before meticulously finished in craft beer casks to impart a unique and rich flavor.
It's unique and it's rich. I absolutely grant that. And not just
They have notes on here. That's so cute.
what, all tasting notes?
Uh-huh.
What do they say it tastes like? This ought to be good.
Well, first of all, so it's 86 proof.
Tastes about 86 proof.
It doesn't look like it was aged more than like half
An
a second.
hour, yeah.
Like
They poured it in
rolled
this barrel, they poured it in that barrel, they bottled it.
Right. So they say the tasting notes on the nose. Yeah, I don't know about that. Slightly sweet, malt and grain.
No.
Tires.
Tires.
Palate.
Michelin with a touch of Goodyear.
Hold on, wait. This is great. Their very first word that they use is not a tasting note.
What is it?
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasting notes that they list. The first one is not a tasting note. It says persistent.
Yes.
That's the first one they use? Persistent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's persistent. Here's another palette. Cask. Hops. I can kind of get that one. Grain and malt. I get both of those. But the first two, what?
Grain, malt, and Pirelli.
So the finish is hoppy and malty with character.
It is actually hoppy and malty
With character.
with
Like
Firestone character.
Michelin Man. Character.
I've never had a drink that tastes more like a tire.
Now, Kat, you know that regardless of what you send us, we love it.
Yes.
So
We're
thank you.
happy we got to taste this.
Yes.
I'm not going to taste any more of it, but we're happy we
We're
got to
happy we got
taste
to
it.
taste it. So thank you. And cool tune.
Very cool tune. The tune made this worth it, without question.
Wow. Hey, Keith, you want some more?
Nope.
All right.
So, I always kind of feel bad for being honest, but I gotta be honest.
You get what you get, and you know.
You guys know us.
Yep.
We don't pull punches, even when we very much like the person that sent us the bottle.
100%.
I'll not be drinking any more of that, but I loved the song.
Actually, you should get some of this for Steven, Kat.
You should. After the little jab he threw at us in the comments.
Bingo. Payback. I mean, you'll love it.
You'll love it, Steve.
You'll love
it's
it.
right down your alley.
Yeah. Weed eater gas.
Yes. Yeah.
Just saying.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what country music we need to check out. Tell us what North American whiskey we need to try. And we'll see you next time.
See you.